Hey everyone, Dr. Delaney here, and I'd like to talk to you a little bit about brow lifts. A common concern for those considering a brow lift is they don't want to look too elevated, too lifted, or look surprised. And fortunately, with techniques that we see today, you're not really going to see that. You'll hear on this platform a lot of doctors will say, well, they'll call it brow recontouring or brow resetting, and that's kind of what we think about the brows as well. So our goal is not to lift it as high as possible. Our goal is to release the eyebrows from its attachment to the eye socket, redrape it, but allow it to redrape in a very natural way. I always tell my patients, especially those who have moderate to severe brow ptosis where they're subconsciously raising their brows all the time, I tell them, hey, after a surgery, your brows may not necessarily be that much higher than they are now because you're already artificially lifting it, even though you're not aware of it. However, there are some distinctions. When you're having to lift your own brows, you'll see more horizontal lines from the frontalis muscle activating. And I also see more arching up here. So for those who have really severe brow ptosis, you'll see particularly out here, you'll get kind of the Wi-Fi signal sign. And of course, you can't have Botox. If you have Botox, you're not going to really see that, right? Um, and so when we do an endoscopic brow lift, really you're measuring that lift not from the awake, I'm taking a picture, looking at myself position. You want to relax the forehead, let the brows drop to their natural position without any lifting from the forehead. And that's actually the true brow position. And then we see that difference, that lift. But the final result may be very close to how it looks when the eyes are open. So that's important to notice. Obviously, maybe a little bit higher. Um, but with the brow lift, because we're lifting not just straight up, we're lifting up and out, getting a temple lift. So the eyebrows go from being arched to more smooth, the tail's lifted, it just looks more natural. And so with a brow lift, our goal is not to lift your brows as high as possible. Our goal is to make your upper forehead area look relaxed. And it looks relaxed by not having these arches, not having these lines. It's smoother. We're unbunching some of the lines that can form here. We're unbunching it. Overall, you just look more relaxed. It's a very subtle look, but that is how we keep it looking natural. That is how we keep it looking youthful without looking overdone.